Welcome to This Week in Sports, brought to you by SportRivalry.com. This week we're mixing it up a little bit. No college football. We're doing the MLB postseason 2019. Last night we kicked it off with the National League wildcard game with the Nationals playing the Brewers in Washington, with the Nationals prevailing by a score of 4-3. So they will move on and play the Los Angeles Dodgers in the NLDS. Tonight, the American League wildcard game, it's only one game. Winner moves on to the next round. Tampa Bay Rays at the Oakland Athletics. Tate, what do you think in this one?
Well, I'm thinking it's kind of a lopsided game. Tampa Bay will be starting their ace, Charlie Morton, and Oakland will be starting Sean Manaea. Sean Manaea hasn't been that great ERA-wise, but since having surgery, he has had a 1.21 ERA. So I'm kind of having the Tampa Bay Rays facing the Houston Astros in the ALDS.
Yeah, and remember, it's a one-game playoff in the wild card, so the winner will move on, like Kate said, and play the Astros next. So if we look ahead now to the next series, which would be the divisional series, we'll start in the National League. The St. Louis Cardinals traveling to Atlanta. Remember, it's best of 5 in the division series. Cardinals at the Braves. Chad, what do you think?
Well, the Cardinals will be relying on their star pitcher, Jack Flaherty. Since the second half of the season, he's been averaging a .91 ERA, which is pretty insane to me. And also, this is good news for the Braves. They are getting Ronald Acuna back for this series. That's a big boost to them. But me, as a Cardinals fan at heart, I think they're going to win in the 5 games.
Now, moving on to the next National League series, you'll have, like I mentioned earlier, the Washington Nationals taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Obviously, the Dodgers will have home field advantage since they were the best team in the National League this year. This series, I think, is pretty lopsided in the Dodgers' favor. If you look at the Dodgers, they have so many great pitchers, from Clayton Kershaw to Walker Buehler, Kenta Maeda. The list goes on, and you throw in guys like Cody Bellinger, you throw in guys like Red Turner. They have so much production all over the place. I think this one could be a quick sweep of the Nationals in the Dodgers' favor. So for us, I think we're thinking Dodgers and Cardinals. I know Tate is on Dodgers and Braves because he hates my Cardinals, but we don't care what he says. So now let's move on to the American League Division Series, starting with the Yankees taking on the Twins. Tate, what are you thinking now?
Well, New York's a little short-handed. They're still missing Giancarlo Stanton and a few more injuries. Minnesota's actually pretty good. Their home run hitting production has been pretty good, especially with the addition of Nelson Cruz this season. I think it's going to be a pretty good series. It probably could go to 7 games. I honestly have the Twins up in 7 in this series.
Twins in 7, an upset for sure if that was to take place. And then in the other division series matchup, we predicted Tampa Bay would win tonight. So assuming Tampa Bay does win tonight over Oakland, that would set up Tampa Bay versus Houston. We know Houston's got a lot of firepower though. Chad, what do you think?
Houston does have the best record in the major leagues, clinching home field advantage throughout the World Series along the whole way. I just think that'll be tough to overcome for a Tampa Bay team getting this far into the playoffs. So I think Houston will win in 5.
Okay, so there's our division series. Now if we move on to the championship series based off our predictions for each team in the National League, since we had 2-1 on Cardinals
that's
advancing instead of the Braves, we'll just assume Cardinals. Let's just hypothetically here, Cardinals taking on the Dodgers in the NLCS. Do the Cardinals have any chance? Are you going to give them any chance?
I give them a little bit of a chance, but it's a little chance. Dodgers are more powerful in terms of hitting. Dodgers pitching is a whole lot better than the Cardinals. I'd say the Dodgers.
Yeah, and let me just add on the Cardinals. Being a Cardinals fan, the Cardinals will have to rely strongly on guys such as Paul Goldschmidt and Colton Wong. Many of the Cardinals' batting averages are in the 250s to 260 range, so just a bunch of average hitters going up against all that firepower. Even though I'm a Cardinals fan, I would still predict the Dodgers to win that series as well. And Chad, in the American League, we're going hypotheticals here, but we went Twins in the first one over the Yankees. So if we had Twins and Astros here, what do you think?
I think, again, Houston, I think with having the best record in Major League, I just think they've been on a roll all year, and I just think that's going to be tough to overcome. As much as I want to give the Twins a chance, which they do have a little one, I still think Astros will win.
Okay, So there you hear it in both championship series. So that sets up our 2019 World Series, which, going off of what we've said, that would put National League with the Dodgers, American League with the Astros. We saw this same World Series 2 years ago, but Tate, will the Dodgers become the Buffalo Bills, so to speak, winning World Series after World Series? They've lost 2 in a row. Can they win it all this year?
It all depends on the pitching. It all depends on the hitting. It also depends on how Houston's pitching has gone through the postseason. Verlander and Cole are going to be the 2 stars to be looking out for Houston. If they can survive a long postseason, I think the Astros come out on top.
And Chad, what about you? What do you think on that potential World Series match?
These are pretty good, evenly matched teams. The Dodgers with all their star pitching, as Caleb mentioned earlier, then of course Astros, as I've obviously mentioned more earlier, the home field advantage. Like I said, it's evenly matched. I think the Astros will pull it out, especially with Justin Verlander. If he catches fire throughout the postseason, I think he'll carry the Astros.
And for me, this is a tough one, but I'm going to give the edge to the Dodgers, though. With them losing 2 World Series in a row, they've got to be irritated. They've got to be frustrated, and I know they don't want to especially lose to Houston another time. So I would go Dodgers. It is a best-of-7 series, so I would say the Dodgers in either 6 or 7. This could go all the way to the last game. But anyway, that's it for this edition of This Week in Rivalry. You heard it here first. Dodgers, Astros, Dodgers, Astros, Astros.